Hello everybody, this is Loki and welcome back to Phoenix Wright. So let's go ahead and go to the final day of the trial. At least for this episode. Let's see what happens. We're now in session for the trial of Miss Double Powers. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final day of the trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present the sense of evidence. Very well, Ms. Address, your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. It claimed that the scene of the crime was in fact Studio 2. Today, I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimony, the truth would become clear. Very well. Ezra seems a bit on edge today. You may call your first witness, Mr. Ezra. The prosecution calls Ms. D. Vasquez to the stand. Ms. D. Vasquez is a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. Will the witness state her name and occupation? D. Vasquez, I'm a producer for Global Studio. On the day of the murder, you were in trailer in Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes. I dislike needless banter. If you must say, I don't know how to pronounce that word, so excuse me if I butcher the word. Do it when I'm not here. Very well, Ms. Vasquez. Please correct your testimony concerning the day of the murder. Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay. Right. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp, and at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later when we all went to Studio 1. What if someone planted him there? At that day, what if somebody did it? That is all. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you? The van. There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk with that monkey's head toppling over. I see. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it. Okay. Yep. Objection! Aha, as I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak, but I say you did not. What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate? This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, need I remind you it was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will. Ms. Vasquez and Mr. Manila ate at the table outside the trailer. Yet there were no bones left on the plates. The plates were bare. Ms. Vasquez? Tell me, how could a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. Did I not eat it? You did not eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere like that incinerator. I see. Then what was Ms. Vasquez doing during her break? Is it obvious, Your Honor? She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. Order! Are you saying? Yes, Your Honor. As Ms. Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai. And then you did it. You killed him with your own hand. Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous? What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, right? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it? Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worried about today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let's just have a battle of wits, you and I. Any day, Vasquez. Good luck, Nick. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear. Yeah. I am, as you can see, a woman of a petite stature. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. You see? Yes. However, that means no bearing on this case. Meaning, the samurai spear was not the murder weapon. What? What? Yeah, someone planted it there. What's the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Break it out. Take that! Proof, the so-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that the spear broke during this morning action scene run through. But someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who's wearing a thick costume like this? Through the chest. Say, through the chest. Order, order. With the right. What are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence. I'm the one testifying here, and I will be heard. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was. How was Hammer killed? Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what the weapon was? I can tell you. What? Would I make the claim like that if I wouldn't tell you what the weapon was? I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, let's see this murder weapon then. Look at this photo. What is this? Why is that jackhammer standing on top of the stairs? It's like she threatened him with that 5-year-old photo. Order! Order! If I cannot order, this child would be suspended. Mr. Wright, What is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. This was a close-kept secret at the studio. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edwards, you still can't see it? See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest? What? Are you saying? Yes. What happened 5 years ago? Happened again. Yep, that's happened again. Mr. Wright, continue. At 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder, Miss D. Vasquez meets Jackhammer on the outside the Studio 2 trailer. She did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs and onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. So whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died on the same way because he caused another man to die 5 years ago. Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you with my script writing stuff. You deny that what I say was true? Mr. Wright. Let's say, for the sake of the argument, that Hammer died at the trailer, as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? In the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to the trailer in the space of 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body? The break in the meeting at the trailer less than 15 minutes from 2:30 to 10:45. Could Jackhammer have been pushed up the stairs to death, then carried to Studio 1, placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time. Mr. Wright, how could you have dealt with the body? She had another way. What if she had another way to carry the body, other than with her own hand? For instance? Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body. Interesting. Let's hear it then. Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body. That van? How else would she be using the van? Ms. Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1, and you used the studio van to do it. Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van right there, right? So I had Sal drive me. So she used the van. Used that van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then before everyone else got there, you put the body in the magistrate costume. Hold on, right? Don't forget it was Sal Manella who drove that van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a contemplator? Yeah, he was. Of course Sal Manella had to have been the contemplator. The body had to be placed in the van and put in the costume. There's no way Ms. Vasquez had done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had disposed of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. That probably burned it in the small incinerator. That's true, because if he got killed with his own costume, there would have been blood everywhere. That makes sense. Well, Ms. Vasquez, should I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose. You win. It was fun. I win? So she admitted it? She admits it. So what happened next? Don't... Me? Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost? Something like that? I just said that. Yeah, she said it in a different way. Wait, so you mean... Defecus? So it was you. You killed Jackhammer. You're so silent. Why the silence? Who can say? Huh? Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright? Who just engaged in the battle of wits? And the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Jackhammer. Right. But that is the only possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack the sense of proof, Mr. Wright? Whoa, what? Order! Mr. Edward, your thoughts? Of course. It says what it says. Certainly, it does seem very likely she did it, but there's no proof. Edward isn't sure. Well, I could come here as a witness today. If you have no more questions, I'll be leaving. What do I do now? I'm gonna take a look at this thing here. See. I have to do the testify again. I'd like to testify again. Testify again? No one to give up Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I could only say what I said before. The truth, Mr. Wright. I already said all there is to say. What would happen if I say it again? You ask the same question to get the same answers. A waste of time. Damn. To come so far only to fail. Seems there are no further questions. I'd like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez. Yes, Mr. Edward? I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. I see. Very well. Your Honor, I've requested the witness testify again. You're the prosecutor, are you not? Are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see what we have to anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes. Mr. Edward, I too see a little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly do you want her to testify about? Well, yes, indeed. If really I say it or go. I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. After they found the body? Yeah, we want to hear it. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. Nick, why did Edgeworth? Who knows? They probably realized she did it too. But, wasn't he the one that said he always gets guilty verdict? After all that, Edgeworth. He's like, why is he doing all that? Maybe he wants to know the truth? I was with Sal and Obed. Security lady when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police when Powers showed up. The security lady Obed was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceeding. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. When I went home... Okay. I don't know why that like she didn't did it. See, I see no issues raised by the testimony. But to write your cross-examination. Okay, Nick, we're close, real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you needed to get the truth out of her, Nick. Right. Let's see here. I have to look at up the thing here I have. Huh. The script and your direction notes? Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, I guess not. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio 1 for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? But I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder after all. Who could think of rehearsing after that? Well, yeah, I guess. Very well, Ms. Vasquez, please continue. Your Honor, I have an objection to the witness's last statement. Huh? Think. Ms. Vasquez says she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? He would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio 1. Yeah, he has a point there. Why does she say that? If she did not know that the murder was there, she would have said, oh, I forgot. She would have lied and say, I forgot. But she knew. Order. Order! With Edward. What you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to the defense? I appreciate your concern, Honor. Never stand by my statement, however, regardless how the correct sees my role here. Now, Ms. Vasquez, do you have an explanation? I can't believe Edward is helping me. So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense. What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there will be no rehearsal. Very well, the witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason. Okay, let's see here. Take a look. You knew that Hammer was injured. Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. What? Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Yes, Mr. Hammer jacketed his leg in the photo. But that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending? One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? I already said it. It was Sal who told me. That's right. He must have gotten it wrong. Don't lie. Mr. Manila was at the run-through that morning. He could have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Ms. Vasquez? Saw Hammer limping. Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manila. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes. Yes, but wasn't that Mr. Powers who was injured? Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was jacking his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Ah, and when he was doing this? Well, it would have to been after he put the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2 where he was murdered. Exactly. Miss Vasquez? You met him, didn't you? You still saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in the Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who'd been injured that morning. Order! Order! I will have order! Witness. Can you refute this claim? Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasquez. Very well. I have a question for you. Why are the real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want with the hammer dead? Yes, he fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing. Yes, she would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? If there was a reason, it's unclear to the court. Does the defense have anything to say to the matter? Lord, can you prove that she had a motive? Yeah, I can prove it. Okay. I have proof, and I'll show it to you. I presented the court as evidence Miss Vasquez's motive in this murder.
Take that!
Here's my proof. And this is the photo from before. This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame, but Dee Vasquez's help had a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial. It began a day 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that incident precipitated the Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom. His guilt weighed him down, no doubt. However, you, Dee Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Bringing us to the present day and Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly it was a catastrophic shame for the star. One moment, Mr. Wright. Are we talking about motives here? Yet you have only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed Dee Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Dee Vasquez have? Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have had no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. I will never get rid of useful men. That's a policy of mine. Mr. Wright, please explain her motive. She had no motive, Your Honor. What is that now? It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. And all Ms. Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense. Was that now? Yeah, probably self-defense. It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Ms. Vasquez. What? Your Honor, Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the stale samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the scary lady into thinking he was Powers. And then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill Dee Vasquez, who had cruelly taken advantage of him all these years. So she did it on self-defense? So you did do it, didn't you? Yes. I am guilty. It was me. So the coming on their blood over too late. Is what happened here. Manuel full of the trailer there. Try to please remain calm. What could this? It was an accident. The Hammer was doing an action scene and don't touch him. Oh man. So that's what happened back then. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose again. Where's Dee Vasquez? In the waiting lobby, Your Honor. As calm and collected as ever. I see. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? It appears you have yet another miracle. I think, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was the innocent. That he should be found is only natural. Not a miracle. Yes. Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Powers, not guilty. That is all. Court is adjourned. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yes, but it's sad. I know that Mr. Hammer. I now know that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez, but to think that he tried to frame me for the murder, it made me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright. Huh? Tell me. Why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? What I think. The Hammer wanted to put blame on me because because you were the Steel Samurai. Because I was the Steel Samurai. But the Hammer was a big star once, but he was reduced to acting on the kids show and was the villain to boot. The kids loved the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you. I think I understand. He should have just told me. I would have changed places with him at any time. I think I'm missing the point here. Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over. So am I. So am I. Congratulations, WP. Oh? Thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume, man. Is something wrong? No, of course not. Nick, Edgeworth. You okay there? Say something, right? I'm not good at small talk. Huh? What? That was too bad, Edgeworth. You don't waste any time loading, do you? No, I really want to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in. Pleased to meet you, I'm Powers. Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Liar. Right? I must say, I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. Meet again? However, in retrospect, it would have been better if we had not met. Thank you, I'm saddled with unnecessary feeling. Unnecessary feeling? Yes, unease and uncertainty. Aren't those kind of necessary? They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix, right? Don't ever show your face in front of me again. But you kinda have to? We work together? That's why I came here to tell you. We work in the same place? Mr. Wright? Was that guy your friend? What? Friend? As if. They're rivals. Rivals! Right, Nick? For now we are, I guess. Huh? They used to be friends. What did I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick. Tell me. What's the deal with you and Edgeworth? They were friends. At the current close on the trial, I caused a try to stir by revealing the accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming train. They went back to making kids shows again. Now they have the Pink Princess. Nick, this is it. The new show starts today. You're gonna watch it with me, right? I'll admit, I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it. But they have to buy trading cards too, okay? We have to trade with Cody and that assistant. Fine, I'll do it. Isn't it great that WP gets to play the lead again? I wonder if they'll show his real face this time. I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real Powers. Yeah, I don't think they're ready or anything. Alright, we finally finished that one. Finally finished it. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it here for now. If you guys enjoyed the video, feel free to hit that like button below and subscribe for more videos to come. See you guys later. Bye guys.